Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well. It's here, it's finally here guys. Chelsea versus Tottenham, your match preview drops now. Yes, now before we get into today's nitty gritty, I'm going to ask you guys, if you are new, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded, smash the like button for me as well as it helps me out a lot. I appreciate your support. Thank you all very, very much. It's finally here, ladies and gentlemen. And the results elsewhere have gone in our favour. I mean, the only thing that we could have asked for more would be for Liverpool to have lost. They didn't. They drew. It's not a win, but they drew. It's great. They only got 1 point, which means going into this fixture tomorrow, Chelsea versus Tottenham, both sides have the possibility to jump to the top of the table and remain there. No one else with any games in hand can come in and take top spot from us. Or Spurs. It depends. How are things going to go down tomorrow at Stamford Bridge between Frank Lampard's Chelsea and Jose Mourinho's Tottenham? Yeah, I know, 2020. Who would have thought, eh? At Stamford Bridge, Roman Abramovich's 1000th game. This is going to be an absolute amazing game of football to watch. I really think this is going to be a contender for game of the season. Why? Because there's so many elements in this game that we didn't really have last season. Last season, yes, you could say was the first time where Frank Lampard as Chelsea manager came across Jose Mourinho as Spurs manager, but that was about it. You know, Mourinho just walked into Spurs, found a fragmented side. Lampard had walked into Chelsea, transfer ban, young players, you know, youth players coming into the setup, like his two teams in a process, right? Now, you got Tottenham that are looking a lot more solid, a lot more bolstered at the back. Son and Kane have something special going on. And Frank Lampard, well, we played career mode, didn't we? And we bought like 7 or 8 signings. I've lost count. And it transformed the team. Now we find ourselves with balance, which we were after at the beginning of the season, where we were lacking it. We've got good defence, good attack. We are currently the highest scoring team in the Premier League, as well as, if I'm not mistaken, second best defence behind, well, by a goal, Jose Mourinho's Tottenham. And I've almost just broken my watch. Now, Jose Mourinho's Tottenham, for me, are no pushovers here. You know, I would love to come on here and say, yeah, you know what, we're going to smash Spurs, because that's what we do. We are the biggest club in London. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Man City, fell to Tottenham, and we all witnessed that, and we saw what Jose and his Spurs team can do. Son and Kane have something really, really good going on. And if that's not stopped, you know, they will hurt us. They will hurt us. Look at Man United, 6-1. I mean, this Spurs team has a lot to offer. But this Chelsea team has a lot to offer. I really enjoyed Frank Lampard's press conference, but I enjoyed Jose and what he had to say. I had to watch because I wanted to know what the enemy is thinking. And it's funny how he said, Chelsea have a fantastic squad. Yeah, he said, you have a fantastic squad. You know, James or Azpilicueta. What was the other example that he used? I forgot the other example that he used. But the last example was Mendy or the most expensive goalkeeper in the Premier League. And I'm like, yeah, here we go. Mind games. Poor Kepa. He probably heard that and wanted to throw himself off a bridge. Anyway, this is going to be a very interesting game and an interesting match in terms of tactics, how we approach this and how Tottenham approach this. Because Jose, we know inside out. Yeah, we know what Jose is all about. Yeah, he comes up against a big team. He is very happy to tell his team, look, we are going to deploy a tactic, which means that the opponent is not going to score. They're not going to score. We're going to be physically strong and bolstered, and we're going to absolutely, decimate them in terms of defending. And we'll have the odd chance to try and score, and we'll slot it away and take a 1-0. Or keep scoring. So every counter-attack, just go for it, and if we score, great. And that's what happened against City, 2-0 victors without dominating the game. Look at the possession, look at the chances. It was all Man City, but Spurs took the result. 2-0 winners, they take 3 points. At the end of the day, that is all that matters, and we know Jose is just all about winning. But I really think this Chelsea team is going to be very, very hard to stop. However, if there is one man that can figure out a flipping way to do it, it will be Mourinho. So we need to be wise. It's a very good thing that we have found good balance. We have found a way to be able to defend as a unit and not allow anyone to really get past us defensively. We've got a goalkeeper that finally knows what he's doing, as well as a defence that look organised, bolstered and ready. Plus, we've got an attack that looks so threatening. So, this season has taught us one thing, especially that's going to help us in this game, is we have now found a way to score goals against a low block defence, right? And a team that is sitting deep and trying to defend. Numerous times now, we have managed to get through. Tottenham, I feel, will not be able to do that. Right? They did against City, because we know that City at the moment are very, one-sided. They're all about attacking, but it doesn't seem like they can defend very well. Right now with us, it looks like we can do both. So it wouldn't be a wise move for Jose to instruct his players to just sit back and wait for the counter-attack, because if there is one team in this league that can penetrate through and score, as proven so far, it's Chelsea Football Club. So that is going to force Jose's hand to tell his Spurs team to come at us when the opportunities arise and to try and take the game to us. Which means that, yes, we need to do a bit more defensively, but it opens up space in order for us to exploit offensively. So it's going to be a very interesting game. I can't call it. I really can't. Who's going to get the better of who? It's going to be a very even match, and I'm looking forward to it. Now, in terms of the lineup, I feel that one thing that Jose's teams, much like we did under him, have is physicality. We know this. They're bolstered. They are, tanks, right? They don't let anyone through. There's a lot of iron and steel in Jose's teams. And I feel like Tottenham seem to have understood that point better than his Man United team have. So that is one thing to consider when choosing the Chelsea lineup. Which team's going to line up face-to-face with them physically and get the better of them? So I've based that around that, as well as trying to keep our shape, keep our balance, and keep doing what we've been doing good this season. So this is my 11. 4-3-3. Edouard Mendy, of course, not the most expensive goalkeeper in the world. Thank you, Jose. We appreciate your feedback. Mendy in goal. Right back. Reece James. Reece James specifically. I wouldn't pick Azpilicueta. Reece James offers us pace. He offers us something now defensively, which he's getting much better at. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to do tomorrow against the likes of Reguilon, for example. Reguilon coming down that left-hand side is going to cause a lot of mayhem. So Ziyech needs to play his part, and Reece James definitely needs to play his part. So Reece James at right back. I've just given you who's starting right wing. Chilwell, left back, 100%. That was the other example that Jose came out with. Yeah, Chilwell or Alonso or Emerson. Whew, what a squad. His words. For us, no, not really, mate. Chilwell. That's it. Alonso, Emerson, nah, not so much. But, Jose thinks what he thinks. Chilwell left back for sure. And that's going to be a very interesting one to figure out. I hope he doesn't have a flipping blunder like he did against Rennes. That was a horrific first half. He can't play like that tomorrow. So, Chilwell, hope you're awake. Now, the centre-backs have to be Kurt Zouma, who Jose we know admires, and Thiago Silva, for sure. Get the gang back together again. And yeah, hopefully that is going to be a very strong centre-back partnership that is going to contain both Son and Harry Kane. Fingers crossed. Defensive midfielder, N'Golo Kante. We know this. I've said this numerous times. Because it's Kante, we don't need to say more. Now, the two midfielders in front. This is where there's a little bit of a question mark. I found this too hard to pick, and I think Frank Lampard's got a headache coming his way in terms of trying to pick the starting 11 tomorrow. Because here, personally, this is who I would go for. Yeah, Havertz needs to play. It's as simple. It's Havertz. He needs to start this game. We saw him come on in midweek, and he done great. Now he's fit. He's ready. Personally, I wouldn't be against keeping the same midfield, but Havertz has something to offer technically, has so much ability that I feel we just need to play him against a big team like Tottenham. You just have to. If not, you're just leaving so much on the bench. Like, Havertz, for me, needs to start tomorrow, and hopefully he will hit the ground running from minute 1. Now, the name alongside him, this is where it's going to cause a little bit of controversy. No matter who I pick, I know I'm going to get comments. I'm going to get comments saying, Younes, why do you pick him, not this guy? I would go with Kovacic. And this isn't actually a thing against Mason Mount, okay? I would probably play Mason Mount, but I explained before I told you my starting 11 there's one factor here that I am basing this lineup on, and that's physicality. I'm scared that if Mount starts tomorrow, the likes of Dombele, Højbjerg, Sissoko, I feel can get the better of Mason Mount physically. Barge him off the ball, get him to lose possession, and I don't want Mason to fall into a panic. I think on the ball, he's fantastic. I feel if we were playing a team that's just going to sit back, and we have the ability to press high, then cool, Mason Mount for sure. But I feel there's going to be a lot of physical battles in that midfield, and Kovacic is just a different animal when it comes to that sort of thing and that style of football. Plus, his ability is there. Kovacic is not a rubbish player, so I would play Havertz alongside Kovacic. Those would be the two midfielders. Later on, if we need to bring on Mason Mount, I'll happily do that. Now, right wing, Hakim Ziyech. And I think this is going to be one avenue for us to gain a big advantage on, because Ziyech is not just able to go down the right-hand side, cause mayhem, but he's able to cut into the middle, play literally as a central attacking midfielder at times, even though he's playing on the right wing, but he's able to come that deep inside and play as a flipping attacking midfielder and cause so much mayhem down the middle that hopefully it will allow avenues to creep up for our striker to exploit and make runs into. So I would go Ziyech, and I think that's going to be our key man. He will be our key man tomorrow. On the left-hand side, again, I would be happy to just go, let's just stick Timo Werner up there again. But Pulisic is fit. He's ready. He's 100%. He's ready to go. So I just don't see a reason why he doesn't start this game. It's Pulisic. We're playing Spurs. We're not playing, Burton Albion. We're playing Spurs. Pulisic, one of our best players. He's fit. He plays. It's as simple as that. And it allows Timo Werner to be the man that I choose to go up top, and hopefully, back in his natural position, is able to get the best out of every occasion that falls to him. I don't want to see him missing sitters tomorrow. But I think as a centre forward, he's able to make those runs in between defenders, drag midfielders, create space for our wingers. And I think that is going to be a key element that hopefully wins us the game tomorrow. And hopefully is going to be an avenue for Werner to get on the score sheet, especially with through balls coming down the middle, with him making runs into the middle. Hopefully, that is what he likes. He likes to score goals in those sort of situations. If we can open that for him, he will put the ball in the net. So instead of him using up all his energy on the left-hand side, I would rather him be up front, and hopefully he scores tomorrow with Pulisic and Ziyech on his side. Now, this is going to be a very interesting game. How do I think it's going to end? This is it, the prediction. Prediction for me is going to be, I'm going to be honest here, I'm going to go Chelsea 2 and Tottenham 1. And that's not me saying 1 with a wink that hopefully we keep a clean sheet. I genuinely think Spurs are going to score tomorrow, but hopefully we score one more. Simple as that. So 2-1 winners on the day, and hopefully that sends us top of the table. Anyway, let's go and get 3 points tomorrow. It's going to be a very, very interesting one. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree with my lineup? Let me know. I'd love to hear it. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button for me, as it helps me out a lot. And I will see all of you tomorrow after it's all said and done. And hopefully we've beaten Jose at the bridge again. Because it's been 5 games where we've managed to get the better of him since the last time he beat us was with Inter Milan back in 2010. Who would have thought, eh? Such a long time ago. 10 years. Anyway, let's hope we keep that record going. I don't want to jinx it. Anyway, it's going to be a good one. I'll see all of you tomorrow after it's all said and done. Look after yourselves. Enjoy. Take care. And peace.